So Anna, tell us where we are at the moment with TFRI.
So Together for Racing International was set up following a forum that happened in November 2019, that brought 6 racing nations together to discuss the opportunities and challenges for racing globally. And it identified 3 areas around education, how we inspire our young and the next generations to help for our future. The communities in which we operate, how racing does plenty around the world, and it's how we can improve that and grow it. And again, how we've got a brilliant staff across the globe and how we can retain them, attract them, maintain them and keep them in our industry because it's so rich. So we set up, I'm working with Rob Hazel from the Racing Foundation, and we're working on a strategy to help racing globally create an umbrella organisation so we can align our strategy, that we can track, trace, measure and celebrate our success, because there's so much we need to grow and show that impact as we go.
So the idea is it's about kind of attracting people into the sport and then keeping them in there forever. And actually, in my experience, it's very easy to get hooked on it, but that might not be the case for everyone, I suppose.
I think that's exactly it. And I think for the likes this morning, it's been brilliant. I've been on a programme, Dubai Future Champions Week, Education Week, which has brought children sort of year 12, 30, age 12, 13, year 8s, into an environment that they probably wouldn't have access to. But it's within a community, a racing community, where there's so much that does happen. And there could be relations from grandparents that have got connections. So it's sort of either you do or you don't, but actually having that access behind the scenes is such a magical moment and could just touch that one child at that point in their lives that they may then come back to it because they've been intrigued by the experience. And I think it's very hard for racing on the same front in that the participation isn't there like it is with football. You can't just all gather around a football. You have to actually have the ability or the access to these wonderful inspirational horses. So this is where I think racing has got the huge asset, but needs to work a bit harder to be able to engage with all the youth.
So what's the next step for the operation?
So for TFRI, our next step is really so that each nation, obviously racing is got a very intricate ecosystem and everyone's really working for the same end goal. But we need to align our working steering group so that we can really align our strategy. We need to have our trackability. We need to be able to show that we're improving what we're doing and that we've got some trackability, so directories, how we can monitor, measure, grow our input and output. And so the next step is that we meet regularly with our founder group members around the world, and that we work together to develop our strategy globally and nationally so that we're working in harmony.